5 seconds to go. Start. It is my pleasure to be here among you for the valedictory function of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav for the northeastern states. The celebrations have been on for a week in the state capitals and also in districts. Political leaders, government employees, students, farmers, civil society, sports persons, and others have made the event a great success. I would like to heartily congratulate the Union Minister for Donor, the governors, and the chief ministers of all the northern eastern states, and especially the people of the region for their enthusiastic participation. I am impressed by their spirit of हम किसी से कम नहीं. It is my impression that in the recent years we have been connecting with history, especially of the national movement, more than ever before in the recent decades. We held year-long celebrations of the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi in 2019. The young generation in particular had an opportunity to rediscover the values that the father of the nation advocated. Then we began celebrations of the 75th anniversary of our independence. I am pleasantly surprised by people's widespread participation in various events organized under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It shows their zeal to nurture the foundational principles of our republic. When the nation celebrates the freedom movement, citizens recall the valor and patriotism of not only its great leaders but also lesser known or forgotten participants without whose sacrifice it would not have been a mass movement. We are rightly proud of the fact that such participation was witnessed in every nook and corner of the country. Every Indian yearned to see Mother India freed from the shackles of foreign rule. The northeast region was second to none when it came to joining the struggle for freedom. In those days, when tools of communication were limited, the northeast region was not so well connected with most other parts of the country, and yet it was not cut off from the patriotic undercurrents elsewhere. Assam, in particular, played a significant role in the freedom movement right from the early stage. People in this state, as well as in the neighboring states, had responded enthusiastically to Gandhiji's call for non cooperation, civil disobedience, and finally the Quit India movement. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's call for a militant struggle to win independence had an exceptional resonance in this part of the country. On April 14, 1944, the Azad Hind Fauj had captured Moirang in Manipur from the British Army and hoisted the national flag as a mark of victory for the first time in Indian soil. I visited the INA War Memorial in Moirang on November 22, 2017 to pay respect to those fighters who laid down their lives to secure freedom for us. When we celebrate the 75th years of independence, when we recall the magnificent episodes of our freedom movement, when we think of the life and work of our great leaders, we do so in order to gauge where we stand today compared to their dreams. We do so in order to learn more about their vision and be inspired from their struggles to build a better tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, when our nation won independence, the northeastern region was vastly different from what it is today. The state of Arunachal Pradesh, for example, used to be a centrally administered territory known as Northeast Frontier Agency NEFA. Nagaland gained statehood in 1963. Manipur and Tripura used to be princely states which acceded into the Indian Union in October 1949, became union territories in 1956 and full-fledged states in 1972 together with Meghalaya. Sikkim had been a protectorate of India till it joined the Indian Union in 1975. Mizoram became a union territory in 1972 and then a state in 1987. Initially, the northeastern region had suffered hugely because of partition of India, as it found itself suddenly cut off from major centers of communications, education and trade and commerce such as Dhaka and Kolkata. The only corridor connecting the northeast and the rest of the country was a narrow strip of land in the north of West Bengal, making it challenging to support developmental initiatives in the region. Yet, we have diligently worked to overcome the challenges of geography. During the last 75 years, the Northeast has made significant progress on a variety of parameters. Road, railways and waterways connectivity has grown exponentially during the past few years. Railheads are reaching places where they are most required. All state capitals will eventually be connected by rail. Interstate and intrastate air connectivity is now a reality with many airports operational and smaller aircraft connecting capitals. Electricity supply has also reached the villages that were left out so far. I was literally bowled over by the beautiful landscapes, serene surroundings and industrious people of each state of the Northeast which I visited during my campaign for the presidential election in 2017. Stop.